then there's, of course, a few people that have accused me of trying to, like, be Miss Venezuela. Regardless of if I win Miss Universe or not, I still get to leave with the title of Miss USA. Even if I don't win Miss Universe, I'm not going to feel like I walked away with nothing.
First of all, congratulations. And obviously my first question, it has to be, what does it feel to be Miss USA?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. And I feel very proud to be Miss USA, not only because I'm the first Venezuelan American woman to hold the title, which is a really big deal, but because I worked really hard to get to this point, and I believe that representation really matters. So being able to represent not only the Venezuelan community, of course, but all Latin communities means a lot to me. And being able to communicate with them in Spanish is also something that I think is helping me be able to connect with them and advocate for them on a larger scale. So I'm just so proud and can't wait to represent USA at Miss Universe.
You're right about everything, but since it became known that your origins are from Venezuela, the emotions and the support of the Hispanic public rose enormously. Did you realize of that? How did this make you feel?
Yes, I did notice it, and I just feel very grateful that they are wanting to support me, because I believe that when you have the support of a large group of people behind you, you're able to do so much more good in the world, and there's a larger audience that's there listening to what you have to say. And I think that it's, obviously really important as a title holder to use that platform and connect with that audience wisely. So I'm really grateful. And, I've had, of course, the majority of the people are super supportive. And then there's, of course, a few people that have accused me of trying to, like, be Miss Venezuela or stuff like that, or they're trying to say that I'm just using it as like a strategy. And the funny thing is that I grew up in America, yes, but I grew up very much in a Venezuelan household. And, with my mom being from Maracaibo and her whole family being from there as well, those were the people that I grew up with. My dad was even a baseball player in Venezuela, so he's American, yes, but he had ties to Venezuela too. So, I grew up around the American culture when I was at school or out with friends, but when I was home, it was very much Venezuelan. So it really is part of who I am, and something that I've been proud of for a very long time and still am. So I'm just grateful.
And that's the point. This is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you are both. What's the
Absolutely.
big deal at the end
right,
of the day?
I know. And a lot of people, I don't see every single comment on my social media, but I've seen some that are like, who do we support? And I don't respond to the comments directly. But I kind of wish I could just say to people, you don't have to choose who to support.
Yes.
I'm not for pitting women against each other. I realize that this is a competition, but I believe that we can all celebrate what we bring to the table and just have faith in knowing that what's meant to be will be. So it's really not in our hands. We can do the best we possibly can at the competition and represent our countries to the best of our ability. And then at that point, it's not up to us anymore. And so I think it's just important that we celebrate each other, and I'm looking very much forward to meeting Diana, Miss Venezuela, and we're going to be next to each other the whole week because USA and Venezuela are next to each other in the lineup, and I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that we bond and that we leave the competition with a friendship. So,
and at the end of the day, this came up because you're proud of what you are, proud about your origins. You're not this is not a secret,
right? So, absolutely.
And then, win or lose, either of those options exist, are there. How do you prepare for whatever at the end will be the results for you? How do you prepare for that?
Right. So I've been first runner up 3 times. And after the first time I got it, I was like, okay, come back next year, work hard for that year that you're preparing, come back stronger. And then the second time you get it, you're like, okay, I'll push a little harder. And then the third time you get it, you're like, okay, what more can I do? But the thing is you just have to have faith that again, like what's meant to happen will happen. Regardless of if I win Miss Universe or not, I still get to leave with the title of Miss USA. And of course, Miss Universe is the ultimate goal. However, I worked very hard to win the Miss USA title, and I kind of took it step by step. I was like, okay, first I have to win a state. Okay, great. I won Miss Utah USA. So proud of myself. Let's go to USA. Like, I really wasn't even thinking about Universe at the time because I just wanted to go day by day, like one step at a time. Of course, there was a big picture, but I didn't want to get ahead of myself. So, and then when I won USA, then I said, okay, now I can shift my focus to Miss Universe. But I am so grateful that I have this title, that regardless of what happens, I get to come back to the US and have an incredible year of service and fun and all of the things that come along with being Miss USA, that even if I don't win Miss Universe, I'm not going to feel like I walked away with nothing. I'm sure I'll walk away with friends and incredible memories and experiences. And, you know, when you're spending that much time and effort and energy into something, you hope at the very least that you leave with something else, if not a crown.
Yeah. And knowing this, at the end of the day, based on your experience, what is the message that you want to convey?
I know that it can be difficult when you are pursuing something and you don't sort of get it as quickly as you might want to, but don't give up. I know that it sounds really cliche, but just because of my personal experience, I 100% see and feel what that means now. And I'm very touched that I've had so many people reach out to me after Miss USA and write me messages saying that my story has inspired them to keep going, because it can be really frustrating to, you know, kind of have doors being closed in your face, so to speak. But I always tell people not to look at it as a no, but it's just a not yet. And there is another door that will open for you. So you just have to keep going and keep looking, and eventually you'll find it and your time will come.
Well, what is gonna happen with you once Miss Universe ends? What comes next? What will happen next with you? What is the next step? What is the next project that you have in your doorway for you?
So I guess it just depends on what happens after Miss Universe. If I win, then I heard the winner will go to New York the next day and do media, and then she'll be splitting the year between New York and Thailand. But if I don't win Miss Universe, then I, of course, get to be Miss USA for the rest of my year. I believe I will be moving to Los Angeles for the year. And I really hope to network and connect with different nonprofit organizations. And also, you know, I have my own personal goals of advancing my career. I went to school for interior design, and I've always wanted to have a TV show kind of about that. And even if I can't get it like on a syndicated network or something like that, I think it would be so fun just to have some kind of an outlet to reach a large audience of people about that topic. But I'm just open to anything that comes my way. This is already an incredible experience, and I feel very blessed that I was chosen out of the 51 contestants to be Miss USA and be the representative. So I want to keep an open mind about everything, especially because if you had asked me 1 year ago, like around this time 1 year ago, where I thought I would be in a year, I couldn't even fathom that I would be Miss USA at this point in time. So with that being said, I just want to, you know, be open-minded about anything that comes my way, because we can plan as much as we want, but we truly can't. We can't predict the future, unfortunately.
Everything can change.
Or fortunately. Exactly.
Totally. I know that you have more interviews to do, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for this kind of conversation. And at the end of the day, what I appreciate the most is that you are proud about your origins, and you are just telling the world who you are. And that's something that I cannot be mad at it. I like it. I approve it. I'm nobody to approve it, but I like it. I'm okay with it.
Thank you. That means a lot to me, because I do think it's important that we just as people don't forget our roots or where we came from. Like, I think it's fun to like dig back into your family history. Like, tap into that, because it's what makes us all different. And being a representative of the USA, where there's so many different cultures, I have to be representative of them.
Yeah.
So it's fun for me to share my own, but I want to represent all people.
And it's cool to remember that this is the kind of country that we have. We have different origins, all of us. I'm from El Salvador. My daughter born here, but her mother is from El Salvador. So
Yes,
all of us, we have an origin there.
exactly. Well, I cannot wait to eat pupusas when I get to El Salvador.
Yes. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.
I'm sure I will. Thank you so much, Gladys.
Bye.